Hello, everyone, and welcome to this CGL Tier 4 GOATS Playoffs game featuring TomWorld and Revamp. I'm here with Chububba for his first CGL cast, and so everyone give him a warm welcome to the... Oh, the stream has disconnected, attempting to... Oh, no, come on, not now, dead! Oh my goodness. Okay, it's back. Okay. But here, welcome everyone, welcome Chububba to his first CGL cast, and I will send it over to Chububba. How does it feel to be casting your first CGL match?
It feels a lot better, CGL, really high production quality, really good people come from this server. I can't wait to cast more in the future and really excited for this first one.
Yeah, and it should be a very good one. We have the 4 and 5 seed of the Tier 4 Ghost Division, TomWorld and Revamp. We have some pretty big names on these rosters. We have Ove the Great, who a lot of people know. That's the only really big name on the this list that I know personally. Do you know any of these other people in on either teams, Chububba?
I know Swift. I've played in a lot of outside tournaments of CGL against him. He is a force to be reckoned
Yeah.
with whatever he's in 2-2-2. I'm not sure how he'll fare into the goats, but he is enemy number one on most of my pregame.
Yeah, it should be really interesting to see how it goes. I'm guessing with Ove being in on for the side of Tom World, they're gonna be running the Ana because he is very much known for the Ana plays. Um, but other than that, I think you can tell by what map um I think you can tell what map we're running as we have Lijiang Tower up on the screen, and it's gonna be as Tom World has gone for this the pick as they are the higher seed, and we're gonna make sure I have the correct pause bound here. I don't want it paused on a thing to that I use to spectate with, because I think it's on the spectate for my yeah, it is on spectate for on one of my spectate buttons, so that's not good. We're gonna do a quick pause check, and we're gonna send it into the game now. So,
The monkey.
I mean, you can't really run that right
Oh,
now, as you have to have Rhine Devo or Rhine Diva
of
Zarya
course, of course.
in
But a
this.
man can dream.
I mean, the Rhine could have run it. Oh, is the
Yeah, if
Zarya?
you switched off, but that's a good way to get a forfeit,
Uh
get out
oh.
of the tournament.
Okay, they're all good. Okay, they're gonna go in early to this fight, and Kaz Nebula already into the fray of things. He's gonna go into getting some damage done on the front line, but Kyle's Gunner going down very low in this fight, and he's gonna get topped up by the Ana of Ghost Rider. And it's kind of interesting to see Ove is not on the Ana here, as he's opting for the breeder roll, and Kyle Gunner going down very low in this fight. So is Swift, and Swift's gonna go down first. It's gonna be the main tank of a Revamp going down, and I think it's gonna be that's gonna be the go symbol for the side of Tom World, and they're gonna be able to get this capture. They're gonna get this capture percentage going in on their favor.
Yeah, I mean after Swift fell down, it was all over but the crying you see. And K-Boy tried to make it kind of even there by popping his ult out, but it just didn't seem like a good time
Yeah.
for Revamp.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense now. And look at the ultimates online for Tom World right now. They have everything online, and I don't. They can't lose this possibly. And then they're gonna go in with a grab from Ryuku onto. And there's a big grab coming in, or not grab, self-destruct coming in from Kyle Gunner, getting a 3K, and he's gonna get the follow-ups with Ryuku as well. And it's going to be another hold coming in for TomWorld.
That was a huge play. That was a huge play there by Ryuko. You know, really just a nice coordinated team by TomWorld, really to make a play out of basically nothing. A lot of ults coming out on the side of Reforge to see what they can do.
There's a big slam as well coming out from Kaz. It's going to be another win, team fight win for the side of TomWorld. They're just looking like the better team at the moment. But you can't really blame Revamp, as it is control center, and it's just control, and usually the team that wins the first point usually wins the first map, or wins the point.
Yeah, of course. It's always the first fight that really matters inside of GOATs. You know, it's just an offensive game.
And here comes Swift, and they have his graviton, or not. Oh my goodness. His Earth Shatter ready. He's not gonna use it yet. Ryukyu getting the early pick, and that it's gonna be a big slam coming from Swift, though. That I don't think it's gonna be enough for them to win anything. Kaz getting pinned. He's gonna go down to Swift as well. Swift in the backs, in the mud. He's gonna get a pick. As he's not gonna get a pick. It's gonna be Jinx and Kia getting picks in the end, and they're gonna get this capture percentage ticking up for the side of Revamp now.
Yeah, it really looked like they were down there because all the sloppy ult usage, but they just made it out. Like, they brawled it out. It was a really broken fight, but dang, did they just try and get it up.
Yeah, that was almost a huge feed coming in from Swift. If you saw that there on the stream. The grab coming out from Kia. Gonna get the D.Va, but Kyle Gunner gonna follow it up with a DMAC and the 2 onto the tank line of Revamp, and that's gotta be it. That's gotta be all she wrote there, Chububba.
Oh yeah, that was a really good play, and also Swift. Not feeling good if I'm him right now. He overextended there pretty wildly. He basically cost them that round, in my opinion. He just overextended. Boom goes the grab.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate coming from the side of for Vamp. They just didn't look prepared there, and right now TomWorld is looking like the better team at the moment, with and then looking very coordinated at the moment, and that's really what you need in this in the GOATS meta.
Yeah, the team that has better comms, and it always starts with the supports and works its way up, especially inside of GOATs. But yeah, with the stuns, with the abilities, cooldowns are the game inside of the GOATs meta.
And I think they're gonna clash. They're gonna clash in this left room here, right room, whatever you want to call it. Whoever gets this early pick is going to be in favor of this, and they're gonna go Kaz diving into the middle of it. And the healing onto Kaz is amazing, but Lamau Zedong getting 2. I love that name, and he's gonna get 2 into this fight, and he's gonna get the first capture percentage on the side for Revamp.
Yeah, what's really interesting is to see if teams switch off the Brigitte. You know, it's just kind of one of those characters that just been nerfed because of the current patch. Maybe you run an Ana, maybe something else, but that's stun.
The stun is still very good, and we're gonna get back into this fight very quickly. And then Kaz Nebula getting the pick on the Lamau Zedong, and it's gotta be the side of TomWorld getting this win here. The slam coming out from Swift, but he's gonna get 1, but it's not gonna be really worth it, as Ove getting the kill onto him in the end. And it's gonna be a quick capture switch over for TomWorld. They're gonna kick up their first capture percentage on Gardens of Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, that was an amazing play, just as a team from TomWorld, really standing stout in the face of Reforge. Sorry, Revamp. I don't know why I keep saying that.
Yeah, I think that's another team in a better academy. But
actually, it's not a CGL pick.
Oh, they are? I don't know. But Revamp gonna be going into this fight here. They're gonna pop Rally really early in this fight, getting all of the armor up in the world. But they're gonna go. Here comes the draft bomb. It's gonna be a huge ultimate. Kyle Gunner is just doing wonders with his ultimate right now, Chububba, and it's just looking clinical Zarya. That's a clinical play right there. That was just textbook comboing of your ultimates.
Really good coach, whoever does that of TomWorld, to try to get this team into a disciplined state. But
Yeah.
Logic Keto just like jumped off the map there. I'm sure he could have gotten out instead of.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be I think Revamp has the options to get this, as there comes the grab bomb combo as well, but they're not gonna get anything from it, and it's gonna be the big anti-nades coming from the Ghost Rider onto the side of Revamp, but it's gonna be Revamp getting that big slam from Swift in the end. It's gonna be them getting this capture percentage back online for them most likely, and they're gonna get Swift is gonna pull the alpha move and charge Kaz out of his shatter in the end, and they're gonna swap it over, and they start ticking back up, and they're up 40% now.
A lot of ults came up on Revamp. 5 ults that one fight came out, just to tick it over. I'm not sure if they can hold this momentum coming into the next fight, just for the plain fact that the ult economy is so low.
Both teams have lower ult economies. I get that, but it's whoever gets this grab online first between Ryuku and Kia is going to be very big. But this pin coming in from Kaz, it's not going to be enough. They got the Zarya, they got the Zenyatta out of the fight. I'm sorry, and then comes a big slam from Kaz. Ryuku as well, getting in on the kill feed, and it's going to be TomWorld just looking so very dominant in this team fight, in these team fights.
There's a huge pin on the Jinx from Nebula. Just an outstanding play.
Yeah, and it's gonna be very hard for them to touch this, especially with the Diva Bomb. Oh, getting the whip shot off of the map onto Analog Kid, and it's not looking good for the side of Revamp, as they're 3 down, 4 down now. Oh, it's in shambles, and it's gonna be TomWorld. It's gotta be TomWorld taking this map, as Analog Kid is just alone on the point. And that is going to be that. It's going to be TomWorld taking map 1 of Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, that was a really, clinical game. But I wouldn't count Revamp out just quite yet. They made it to playoffs for a reason. They're not going to come down without a fight.
Yeah, it's got to be. And here's the last play that we saw from TomWorld. This clinical plays from both sides. If you're the Lucy, you gotta hate getting booped off yourself. You're meant to be doing the booping, and you getting booped off by Ove is not what you want to see. But now we're gonna be. I think Swift is going to get us the map choice very quickly in this, so we could see this game progressing very quickly. And depending on what happens now, but you need to give us the map. They give all the things that they need to do. They give us all the swaps they wanted to make, but they didn't give us the map, so that's kind of weird, you know. But now they're gonna swap this about now, and then now they're gonna tell us what the map. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, they're gonna go. What map do you think they're gonna go? They picked Chububba.
If I had to pick one, what's the map type for the second round?
Hybrid.
King's Row. It has to be King's Row.
Yeah, you are right. The Titan Trusty, whatever that, the trust.
Everyone loves King's Row.
The trusty map of King's Row, but in a way, you've got to think picking King's Row is kind of like also picking a map that the enemy favors as well. If you think about it, because everyone, likes King's Row.
Yeah, King's Row is, Scrim's Row. Everyone plays it inside of practice. It's one of those maps where you get to play all the time. But maybe pick Numbani, maybe pull out the Winston, something different. You kind
Yeah.
of need to mix it up a little bit. Maybe not that drastically
Yeah,
to run Winston goats, but just something.
yeah, maybe because a Blizzard World is also an option for the other map. The other map is an option. Let me just make sure. Ove wants to defend or attack. Before I send it in, because I don't want to send it in and tell them they want to attack first. But yeah, you've got to think. Um, it's kind of risky picking King's Row, as everyone loves King's Row, and everyone scrims on King's Row. And Blizzard World is an option you could have gone to, and no one likes. No one. I've never seen people scrim on Blizzard World, and that's a weird thing. If I'm wanting to get back in this series, I'd think I want to be revamped. I'd be picking they want to attack first. So yes, we're going to be switching sides here. As Revamp is now going to be defending this defending first, and TomWorld is going to be going on the attack. They're going to keep the momentum in their favor and just try to push it to them as fast as they can. But now we can send it into the lobby and get the second round underway.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what kind of switches they can make on their support line. The Zenyatta didn't seem to put too much of an effort up against the team. Maybe pick up an Ana. Maybe an Ana would do wonders against this team with some some good anti-nade play and just something different. It seems like they kind of hit a wall whenever it comes to that last round.
Yeah, and it's looking like they're going to take your suggestion, and they're going to go with the Ana. As we now see USC Infinite onto that Ana role, as he was playing the Diva earlier in the round, and last round of things. But now I don't know. This might be they swapped up a lot. Lamau Zedong now onto the Lucio, Analog Kid on the Brigitte, USC Infinite onto the Ana, and Jinx onto the Diva. So maybe that's enough of a change for the side of Revamp to get back into the series and win this map and try the series out. But as I say that, we're gonna get right into the first team fight, and Swift going down very low, but the healing of the Ana is gonna be critical there. Is gonna get a lot of healing, but he's still gonna be going down low. That's a big anti-nade coming in from Ghost Rider, and US Infinite almost going down again. The counter stun's going in, and they're just pushing farther and farther, and they're gonna get two. They've already got 2 ticks onto this, and but Kia Boy getting the pick onto Kaz Nebula. That's gonna be huge. And they're gonna invest the nano in onto this, and there's gonna be Swift just swinging the hammer around and around, and where she stops and nobody knows. And it's gonna be Revamp taking the hold before it gets back to Revamp getting in the 87. But they're not gonna let me do anything. They're not gonna let me send it over to Chububba. They're gonna send it back into the fight as Kia Boy using his grab early in that fight. Jinx eating Ryuku's grab. That's going to be huge. They don't have that big ultimate anymore in this fight. And here comes the Diva Bomb out from Kyle, getting nothing. But Swift going down very low, but the beat coming in to save his life. Here comes the bomb going up onto the ledge, getting nothing. And Kyle Gunner getting Swift out of the fight, and that's going to be a big slam coming out from the side of Kaz Nebula. And it's going to be the side of TomWorld finally picking up this point of on King's Row.
You know what's interesting is Ryuko got his grab 8 after Kia put it down. And he's gotten it faster than Kia has. He's done it a lot faster, about 20%.
Yeah, that is very impressive. You've got that's a very good Zarya play. You'll love to see it as a Zarya player and GOATS myself. And now it's looking like it could be another snowball fight win, and they could win this easily as Ryuku having this grab online and Kaz getting that pick onto USC Infinite and going down, and they're gonna get a lot of damage pushed in from the ultimate from the Ryuku, and Kaz Nebula getting just swinging the hammer around and around. Gonna get that 3K, and Ryuku as well getting in on the kill feed, and then you hate to see it, Chububba. You hate to see it.
Yeah, this is the important part of the GOATs, you know, making the diva wanna quit.
That is indeed the point. If you're not staggering the diva, you're doing GOATs wrong. If you're not staggering the diva, if they play diva anyway, you're doing it wrong. It's a big block coming out from Kaz as Swift trying to get them on, catch them napping, and Swift, however, getting 2 in that fight with the Nano. It's a lot of help as well if you look at the assist bar, and that's a big pin coming in from Swift as well. Oh my god, this man is a madman.
There's a huge grab by K, really just to force people off the cart. They couldn't push it. There was no cart progress made, and they probably could have capped it if they didn't.
I didn't even notice that. I thought they had capped that point there, but you're right. They didn't get that. Respawn in the right there, and there's a big anti coming out from Ghost in that fight, and then but Swift getting the pick onto Ove early in the fight. That's not gonna be good for the side of TomWorld, as now they don't have that Brigitte anymore in this fight, and it's gonna be a big slam coming out from Kaz, but an even bigger anti-nade coming out from Infinite in the end. This is a very even fight either way, but Swift getting the picks, and Jinx as well, following up with a big diva self-destruct, and it's gonna be Revamp holding it out even longer on this point, and they don't have neither side having many ultimates online. What do you think is going to happen this next fight, Chububba?
You know, they have to push in Nano their Zarya. They have to get whoever gets Grav up first kind of does get the victory. Also, it seems as if Jinx is having some control issues. Never mind, he's back. I lied.
Yeah, then they're gonna. Who did they nano? I think they nanoed the Reinhardt. They both nano Rhines, and it's a big slam coming out from Kaz. Might have been a stun onto Swift. Couldn't get that shield up, but Kaz Nebula getting the big shatter in the end, and getting the capture, getting the capture on point 2 of King's Row for TomWorld.
Yeah, that was a really amazing play there by TomWorld to capture that point. They were really kind of stuck there for a minute. They were equal too. That was basically a neutral fight.
Yeah, but there goes Ryuju, sorry, not Ryuju. Ryuju getting the picks onto Analog Stick. It's a clean team fight win coming from the side of TomWorld, and I couldn't say much, but there it goes. TomWorld's going to be able to capture this point with 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, the big difference between the two teams are the Ana play. The Ana for TomWorld, really making hay while the sun shines. Every single chance he has gotten an anti of 1 or 2 people, and inside of GOATS, that is gigantic.
Ooh, is Swift gonna pull it out? Is he gonna pull it out? It's gonna be my first time seeing Winston actually being played in this.
I'm excited.
It might be. Oh
no!
Boo!
Boo!
play Winston, you cowards. But I mean, if you haven't practiced Winston, it doesn't make sense to just throw Winston when everything is in on this when everything is on the line. To get into this next round for the semifinal, it just doesn't make sense to run something you're not comfortable with in the end.
Yeah, unless you have a phenomenal monkey player,
like
or so,
me,
or your team's comfortable with fighting that.
like
Maybe
me.
let it lay off.
If you
Yeah,
had
Joker.
Rainer Overwatch on your team,
Rainer Ronaldo.
the greatest Winston player the box has ever seen, you maybe be able to be comfortable, but you don't have another Zarya player on the team. So, but now enough about me and my goats team. We're gonna be going in right now. Revamp going in headstrong right into the thick of thing, trying to get this damage onto the Reinhardt and get him out of there. But Ghost Rider getting antied in that fight, but he's not gonna do any. It's not gonna amount to anything for Revamp. And look at the ult charge for Kaz. He's gonna be almost up to a shatter. Oh my goodness! And they can't be expecting it. He's just so far ahead of Swift right now, and it's if he can get the shatter online, it's just gonna be huge. Here it comes almost. It's come on, dude, get it! And there it goes. Here comes the shatter online for TomWorld, and it's gonna be a huge one if they get it. But it doesn't matter. Ryukyu getting the picks onto the Ana of Revamp, and it's gonna be a shatter and Graviton Surge. I don't think he needed the shatter, but it was good for good measure in the end, and TomWorld cementing their hold on point one of King's Row.
I mean, it was a 5v6, and they used 2 ults to win it. Some would say questionable. You know, looking at their ultimate charge now, they probably could have edged it back if they weren't careful. So I don't know. That's one of those situational things, you know.
Yeah. Here comes the grab out from Kia. It's gonna be countered with the. Oh, but it's a big slam coming out from Swift. But it hasn't amounted to any kills. It's only gotten the D.Va out of DMAC. And it might not be enough, as the healing for TomWorld is just insane right now. And Kia going down very low in the fight. The sound barrier for the side of Revamp going out, but here comes the grab. Ryukyu getting a 1. Kia out of the fight. If he can get another, this could be huge. Swift going down to Olven Company, and it's going to be most likely, and Ryukyu again getting another pick onto Lamau Zedong, and it should be the side of TomWorld getting this team fight win, but at what cost? You've lost your Brigida at the moment, so if Revamp can get this recontest very quickly, it could go in the way of Revamp.
Yeah, it was a really good hold there by TomWorld, kind of just batting out the time. Huge slam there by Swift.
Yeah, it was a big slam, but a bigger slam coming in from Kaz in the end. But Swift getting the pin onto the Ana, but as well, you see Infinite going down to the pin of Kaz, and Kaz just swinging his hammer. It's just gonna be the Kaz show right now for TomWorld, and it's down to 60 seconds. It's not looking good for Revamp.
Yeah, if you're on the side of Revamp, you don't want to get full health here. You might not have a lot of ults going online, but you need to make something work.
You gotta get some early pickoff, like onto the Ana or something. But there goes the sleep onto Ryugi, but he's gonna get slept and stunned out of it. There's a big slam coming in from Kaz. The sound barrier going to be invested by TomWorld here, and Ryukyu getting the pick onto Kia. This is gonna, that might be what they need. It's gonna be 20 seconds left on the clock now. Here comes the bomb in from Kyle. It's not gonna get anything, but it's gonna be enough to get them away from the point. And Swift going down. I don't think it's not looking good for the side of Revamp, and as they might get the tag, they're gonna get the tag with the Lucio, and this, they might get enough. Analog Kid getting a pick. The big anti-nades coming in, but Ryukyu and Kaz getting the picks maybe needed in this fight, as it's still an even fight in this long and drawn out fight. If they can get this pick onto the Ana, yeah, Infinite going down in the fight, and the A of Kai's grab by Kyle Gunner, that's huge. Kia getting him out of the mech. but it's gonna be Kaz and Yuruku in the end getting these picks, and Kyle Gunner getting the kill, and it's gonna be the side of TomWorld just looking just so much better than Revamp right now, taking the series up 2-0.
Yeah, that was a really good. There's a lot of good plays on the side of TomWorld. They're making less mistakes out there on the field than Revamp. It's just that simple whenever it comes down to it. And both teams look very good, but it's just today it looks like TomWorld has the upper edge.
Yeah, look at that Earth Shatter stat. 20 Earth Shatter stuns from Kaz, 11 Earth Shatter kills, and 34 high energy kills from Ryuku. That is a very, very good. If you're both a Zarya or a Reinhardt player. And now it's last map. If you're the side of TomWorld, you just have to get one more map win on an assault map. And what map do you think they're gonna? Do you think Swift and company are going to be choosing?
If I had to guess, the next map is it's an escort, right?
It's gonna be an assault map next.
Assault map, my bad. Hanamura.
Yep, you are indeed correct. It's just kind
You're
of
gonna pick comfort picks.
You gotta pick comfort picks, and there's not really no one really likes any sort of 2CP, so you gotta pick something that's less unbearable than the other one. I kind of wish we could see a Temple of Anubis, as I love to see Zarya plays on Temple of Anubis. Especially if you're a very good Zarya and know how to position well in goats and getting those high ground, taking those high ground. Like if you watched an old VOD of Somin Su, he does a very good job of taking high ground as Zarya and not letting the other team do really anything to him in the process. Let's get the readies from both sides, and then we can send it into maybe the last map of this series. And you've got to think you've got to favor TomWorld in this in this matchup now, Chububba.
Pardon me, could you say that one more time? I was completely zoned out.
You've got to favor TomWorld in this this last map.
It was very, very confident showing from TomWorld on Kings Row. The full hold coming out, no punches held back. Seems very ruthless what TomWorld's doing tonight.
Ooh, wow, wait. Okay.
Oh, man.
Sorry. So, one of the YouTuber I watched responded to me.
Pog.
That was pretty cool. Do you know Ted Nivison?
Ted Nivison, not by heart. Not gonna lie.
He's a pretty cool YouTuber. I'm not gonna say, but he said something wrong, and I corrected him, and he responded to me. That's pretty poggers. You know, this has been a pretty poggers day, chat. 2 casts, a goat scrim, and then I get to go to sleep and do it all again tomorrow, most likely. And 16-bit hero. I've actually never seen this on Hanamura.
What are you talking about?
The 16-bit hero thing above the spawn of the attackers.
Oh yeah, if you shoot the Murloc, it makes sounds.
I've never seen that. I've never looked there. So
I knew a team called 16-bit hero. It was ran by some like old BA guys, but it looks like a revamp's gonna go for a kind of a sneaky. Never mind.
They're not gonna go for that sneaky strategy, as I don't think they want to risk anything right now. As they're
whoa,
that was a
4-man out of spawn.
It was a pretty big whatever it's called. anti-nade, and that's another big anti-nade coming from the Infinite. But it's not getting amounting to any kills for the side of Revamp right now, as Swift getting stunned up there. He's going down very low. He's down to half health. If they can counter, but they cannot push in onto that. Now it's gonna be Kaz going in, trying to swing his hammer, get his ultimate up online, and Swift getting nano. This is a very early nano in the fight, and I think it's gonna be the side, but no, it's gonna be another nano coming in from the side of TomWorld, and Shatter connecting on two. The grab coming out. No picks to be named, and it's gonna be Kai and Jinx on the board for Revamp, starting to hold on Hanamura.
Yeah, you know, a lot of ults came out there, both nanos, both grabs, both shatters. It's a very ult heavy fight, that first one.
Oh, and here comes the big stagger on to Kyle Gunner in the back line. They did not let him to get off the, and they're gonna, little tactical crouching onto the main tank of Revamp from his own teammates. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. They're not letting this series deficit get to them. As Swift getting the pick onto Kaz Nebula, and that's gonna be another team fight win. And you can't push without your Reinhardt and Goats. So it's gonna be another few seconds off the time bank.
Yeah, it was a really good stagger there.
Yeah, here comes the Diva Bomb. The self-destruct out from Kyle Gunner. Gonna get USC Infinite. And that might be enough as Kaz Nebula as well. Getting the pick onto Swift. Or not, yeah, Swift and Analog Kid going down to Kyle Gunner. Kyle Gunner getting the DMAC and Ryuku getting a pick onto his counterpart, Zarya. But Lamauzi Dog stalling out the point for a little bit longer. But it's going to be going over to TomWorld now with a decent amount of time on the clock. It's going to be 4:25 on the clock.
Yeah, that was an amazing play by TomWorld just to make a spearhead into the first point.
Yeah, and now we're gonna see the ultimates are online for the side of Revamp to hold this out here. But it's a big slam coming out from Kaz, but it's gonna get antied, and the ultimates are gonna be in favor of Revamp as Swift almost jumping off the map there to stop Kyle Gunner from jumping off the map. But and that's gonna be, oh, that's an even bigger stagger onto Ghost Rider. Now they don't have their Ana for a little bit longer, and yeah, I would like to see that as they are trying to hold this defense out now to get back into the series.
Yeah, that was a really good stagger play there by Revamp. Kind of a disciplined manner of them just holding it off, waiting for the kill, and then pouncing right before they get out.
Yeah, and here we go. Swift having that Shatter online. He's going to look for a big one. They got the stun onto him, but they're not going to look for that Shatter now. They anti onto Swift. It's going to get no one with the Shatter, and it's going to be Kaz getting him out of the fight there. And there comes the self-destruct out, getting no one. Zoning the point off a little bit, and they're going to get the first ticks onto the point. Analog Kid going down to Kyo, or Ryuko, I don't know, it's probably Ryuko. Kyle Gunner getting the pick onto Jinx, getting his counterpart out of the Swift, going down again. Oh, getting on the kill feed as well. And it's looking more and more like the side of TomWorld. They're going to be able to take this point with a decent amount of time on the clock. They're going to probably cap with about 2 minutes on their on their attack, but they're Boostio going out. They miss Nano on to the Rhine, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna be a 2-minute time bank for TomWorld in the end. Yeah, but now if you're Revamp, you need to get this a bigger time bank in the bag for you, as you need you need more time to work with. You need all you can get. If I'm being honest, you just need to you need to dig deep um and show us what you're made of, because your back's against the wall. If another defense that just that like that like Kaz had Kaz had, or not Kaz, sorry, TomWorld had on Kings Row, you've got to think they're able to hold Hanamura just as well, and you've got to be in their favor. You've got to like TomWorld's chances of holding this here. Oh my, I have to keep speaking as my caster's ear mic died, and I have to keep talking as much as I can. But now now we're gonna see how Revamp do on this attack. It's gonna be interesting to see if Revamp can do anything to get a better time making that, but it's looking good so far as Kyle's going down super low. The Ghost Rider getting that, the healing is just amazing coming out from TomWorld. They're just not letting them go low at all. He's just not going down, but Swift and USC Infinite in the end getting 2 kills on to both the support and the Reinhardt, and it's looking good. So right now for Revamp, they've got a very big time bank going into point 2 of Hanamura, and that's gonna be and they have the ultimates to steamroll. If I'm being honest, they have the Graviton Surge, they have the Self-Destruct, they have the Rally, and they almost have both. They almost have a Sound Barrier and Transcendence, and they can definitely get this. They can definitely get this snowball going if they can get a good pick onto someone right now. And there goes the grab out from Kiyoy, getting a few, and that's gonna be Analog Kid getting a over, and the 2 others coming out as well from the Diva Bomb. Jinx getting a 3 in that fight, and it's gonna be a huge time bank coming in for Revamp. They're gonna get a 5-minute time bank, and now, oh my goodness, it's now it's anyone's game. They're now into extra rounds of Hanamura. And look at that time bank, the 5-minute and 15-second time bank of Revamp. You've got to love it, as they did hold them very well in their last defense, and that could be the sign of Hanamura going in the favor of Revamp. But as it depends on how Ghost Rider can use his anti-nades, and if his anti-nades can get huge value like they have been, or is it going to be the Zen damage of USC Infinite to win this series out, to win this series for them, or not this series, this map of Hanamura. It's gonna really come down to those the stylistic picks of goats from either side. And there we go. Here comes TomWorld into this first push. Is gonna go in as quick as they possibly go. Ryuku and Kaz going down low early in the fight, but they're gonna get healed up from their Ana. Getting the Discord on him. He's gonna go down low again, but it's gonna be the Ana again. The healing must be outrageous coming from Ghost Rider, but it's gonna be it's not looking good right now, as both the Zarya and the Diva are very low for TomWorld. They're gonna have to hold out now, waiting for and it's a big slam coming out from Swift. There's gonna be a 5-man slam, and he's gonna get this hold going in. Oh my goodness, and that's gonna be a minute off the clock already for the side of Revamp. And now it's looking more and more likely that Revamp are going to hold this. They have the ultimates to hold it again. They have the Graviton Surge online. They have they have Rally. They have Transcendence. They can heal through anything that the side of TomWorld throw at them. Here comes they're gonna go for the wrap around. And there's a big slam, but oh my, the Transcendence was huge. Jinx getting the pick on the cause. That's what they need. Getting getting the Reinhardt out of this fight very early, and now it's not looking good. Especially if Ove goes down that late. That's gonna be a 10-minute sign, and it's gonna be a very staggered fight. Especially if they can get a early pick on to someone here, and Jinx getting the grab E from Ryukyu, and here comes the grab coming out, or the self-destruct out from Kyle Gunner, going down in the end, and Kaz going down as well. It's Kia Boy on the point, Ryukyu getting a pick onto Analog Kid, but it's not looking good for the side of Revamp right now, as Kia Boy doing all the damage in the world, and it's gotta be Ryukyu going down after he kills Swift, and there it goes the time, and it's gonna be a 5-minute time make just to capture 33% on Hanamura point A for the side of Revamp. But now what? Oh my goodness! You've got to like Revamp's Revamp's chances of taking this map and getting up bringing the series back to 2-1, and all they really need to do is just build up ultimates and then just use all of them at once. And now the side of TomWorld is opting for the Zenyatta, as the damage is just they needed that extra damage coming from the Orb of Discord, and now it should be interesting to it's not going to be interesting to see. It's got to be Revamp, unless somehow a miracle happens from the side of TomWorld. It's got to be Revamp taking this map and getting them up 2-1 in the series. We're now going to see as the gates have opened for Revamp, as Swift going forward, leading the charge for Revamp in getting Ghost Rider down very low early in the fight, and Kia Boy getting the pick on the Ove. You can't do that. If you're the Brigitte, you gotta stay in this fight. And Kia Boy getting helping out with the D-Mech onto with USC Infinite, getting Kyle Gunn out of the mech. And but Ghost Rider getting the picks needed as the Zenyatta. He's just pumping in all this damage he possibly can. Kia Boy getting Viva out of the fight there. Kaz getting Analog, and Jinx going down in the end, but Kia getting Kyle back out of mech again. And I think this guy has got to be in favor of Revamp now. They have ultimates online. They almost have... Well, no, it's not in favor of Revamp yet. They still have... the support ultimates for Revamp are in their favor at the moment. Here goes the grab out. They knew when to do it. There goes the Transcendence. The slam coming out. And the grab and slam coming out for the side of Kyle Gunner. But there it is, the C9! Oh no! You hate to see it! Revamp C9 taking the point, and no one from TomWorld being able to get on the point in time. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was a very good statement map coming from Revamp. Um, as now they take this series and bring it back closer in to bring it back closer, and now it's going to be TomWorld's map pick, and they still are in control of the series, but maybe not after that map, as now and now Revamp have their foot in the door. They've got that last map win, and I think Chububba is finally back. I can stop.
Yeah, you can stop doing both.
I could stop doing my my Eminem impersonation and get it back to Chububba for some if he no if he did,
Oh,
did
I
you
did see, I did see part of the ending, and man, a big change in tempo. Looked like Revamp had 5 minutes left, and it looked like they full held that first map. So really change in tempo there compared to Tom World's dominant first two maps. A very a very good change in pace that Revamp has flopped on their head. Maybe it's the Zenyatta, maybe it's just a high damage comp, maybe it just wasn't Tom World's map. Maybe they're not a good 2CP map. But anyways, if you're on the side of Revamp, you want to see that reverse sweep coming.
Yeah, and we've got the map choice from Revamp, or not Revamp, Tom World. They're gonna swap to they're gonna swap over to Route 66. That's an interesting choice. You don't really see that often. You usually see Rialto as the tried and trusty map pick of Escort for goats. Um, and what do you make of that decision to go to Route 66 there, Chibaba?
It has to do with something of the Zenyatta play. You know, the long sight, the long sight lines, the high ground. That just screams break their shield.
Um,
That you know can go in the opposite direction.
yeah, it's and maybe now that the side of Tom World are gonna opt maybe for that um maybe opt for the Zen now, as it was just looking so it was looking so deadly for the side of Revamp in that last on that last map of Hanamura. But now I'm getting the side swapped and everything ready for us to get into uh, um Route 66. I'm sorry. It's kind of late for me. I like to be in sleep. I like to be in bed by now, but as
Old man Joker.
I am pretty old. I am kind of old. I am kind of old. But now we're gonna be seeing Revamp going in onto the attack this time, as they have opted to attack, because they're allowed to opt for attack because they won that last map. And I think this is my first. This has got to be my first time casting this map for goats. And it should be.
I agree.
It should be very interesting to see how it goes. I just say this should be interesting way too much, but I gotta get my point across some way. Um, as yeah, both teams are now opting for the Zenyatta, and you were expecting that, weren't you, Chububba?
Oh yeah, this map. Uh, go all day about the sight lines and the high ground, the way the point goes, but I won't. Just kind of one of those things where you make Zenyatta not a must pick, but a really well done pick, and also maybe a Roadhog. Sorry, not Roadhog. Well, maybe a Winston. I don't know why I
Yes,
said Roadhog.
we're gonna see a Roadhog here, guys.
Roadhog and goats.
We're gonna see a Roadhog, even though he's not even allowed.
They'd be quite literally breaking the rules. Oh.
I don't know how they would, but here the Revamp is gonna go in on this team fight early. They're gonna get the Discord onto the Rhine, both the Rhines going down, and Nakaz getting very low, but the healing is there from his team. And but Viva getting a little, getting a very over aggressive and getting his or Kai. I don't know what it is, man. I should probably have asked. I'm sorry, Head Rammer. I didn't ask what their names were, but it's gonna be Jinx and Kai getting in on the kill feed, as well as Infinite in the end getting that pick onto his counterpart. It's gonna be a somewhat of a stagger onto that Zenyatta.
Yeah, so what the issue with that was Ghost Rider peeked out way too early there. Made the element of surprise go to nothing and basically basically they pushed the fight onto an unfavorable plane.
And here they go. So they're gonna be swinging around and around. Both Reinhardts go almost close to grab. Who's gonna get, or not grab? Earth Shatter. Both teams have Earth Shatter up. Both teams getting huge Earth Shatters and Transcendence to counter. Analog opting for the earlier rally as Ove going for the later rally. And it's gonna be usually gonna be in favor of the team that rallies later. And Jinx getting the pick onto Ghost Rider as UC Infinite as well, getting a pick, but. It's gonna be a tie of kills in the end, as Swift going back to spawn and Ryuku as Kyle Gunner getting the picks onto his teammates in the end.
Yeah, it was really good plays by both teams, but a lot of ults came out. TomWorld able to stabilize mainly because of Kyle Gunner's ult there at the end, getting a cheeky pick.
Yeah, and now it's not looking good for the side of Revamp. They don't have any ultimates online, and Vivacious having his sound barrier online for them is a very huge. But Kaz going down to half health in the first engagement before anything has happened. But I think it's gonna be Swift. No, the healing is there again. But Kaz going down super low, but the healing again is just massive for the side of TomWorld. But the bigger slam coming out. Oh my goodness, the slams have been amazing for both sides, and there goes the Graviton Surge. Kyle Gunner and Kaz getting in on the kill feed, and it's just going to be another hold coming in for TomWorld.
Yeah, again with the ultimate economy, big grab there, and Ghost Rider just in the right place at the right time to counter whatever push that came in. And at the end of the day, it's just whatever team plays it better.
Yeah,
TomWorld is playing it better.
It definitely is. It definitely does mean that, and Kai having his ultimate online is huge, and they're gonna preemptively rally into this fight, and they're gonna go in. Kai's gonna look for a big grab. He's gonna hopefully not get it eaten either. He's gonna look for the grab now, most likely before he gets back into the mech, and they're gonna do good. That's exactly what they're gonna do. Oh my goodness, sorry, I didn't even speak any words, but Ghost Rider getting the pick onto the Rhine and the Zarya, and it's just looking like an amazing hold coming from TomWorld.
Yeah, some wild ults there. I mean, it didn't really seem to be a big combo with the grab, but it was just kind of an unfortunate state where TomWorld again to take advantage of kind of a broken fight.
Yeah, and they have the ultimates to hold it. I don't think there's... Oh, someone did get the tech on it. UCSC Infinite getting the pick onto Ove. That's a big slam coming out from Swift, but it might not be enough as there comes the grab out from Ryuku. But it could be enough as Kaz going down there low, and he goes down. The Transcendence could not save him in the end. Swift getting him out of the fight. It's gotta be the side of Ramp taking this point of Route 66 now.
Yeah, you know it's gotta be. They put a lot of ults into this.
Yeah, and they just used the rally. I don't know if if that was the wisest decision. As rally armor goes down now, it's not like old goats when the armor of Brigitte would stay.
It's a very weird decision by Analog Kid, but you know they have on the side of Revamp, they do have the Graph Bomb combo, the Wombo combo.
The Wombo combo of the goats meta, and Oh my goodness, Kyle Gunner going down super low. Slam coming out from Kaz. He's gonna get no one with his pin, and he's gonna feed his brains out and gonna get killed in the back line. Swift going, getting some kills, and Jinx getting a big another Diva bomb, and it might be turning around as Ryuko getting it, and Ghost Rider as well. But Jinx, oh my goodness, this man is really hungry tonight. He's getting all the eats in the world, but it doesn't matter as Ryuko getting the picks as well with Ghost Rider. Oh my goodness, how did they win that fight?
Yeah, it was a really powerful eat there by Jinx, but which wasn't meant to be. You know, they just didn't have the point pressure there. The Zenyatta was just in the right place, put enough damage into the point. People died.
And it's looking good for the side of TomWorld now as they have ultimates to hold on to this. Here comes the bomb out from Kyle Gunner. Ryuko getting the pick onto the D-Mac Diva. But Ove going down as well in that fight. And it's going to be a huge slam coming out from the side of Revamp. And it's going to be the Brigitte getting in on the kill feed after a lot of damage done from Swift and USC Infinite, and Lamauzi Dog getting the stagger onto Ghost Rider. And that might be enough to get them this second point of Route 66.
Yeah, if you're on the side of TomWorld, you guys need to push point fast and let it cap before you get there.
Yeah, and they do get it in time. Kaz going down very low. He's gonna go the slam coming out from Kaz, not getting anyone. Kyle Gunner starting the fight off for TomWorld. He's gonna get the pick onto USC Infinite, but Jinx as well getting the pick onto the opposing Zenyatta. Ryuko getting a pick, and Kaz as well getting this kick onto his counterpart. That should be enough. It's gonna be the hold coming in from TomWorld on the doorstep of point 2 of Route 66.
Yeah, that was an insane retake by TomWorld, getting on the point. You know, just mere seconds before it was gonna go into the third point. Didn't know if they had enough time to do it. Just a really good play there by TomWorld.
Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. And now if you're TomWorld, you have your end goal. You have where you need to push it. You have to push it 88.86 meters through point B or 2, whichever you like to call it, of Route 66, and that's not hard to do if you're the side of TomWorld.
Yeah, TomWorld, you have to think of one objective here: stop the reverse sweep, win the point, go home. They almost got a.
Sorry.
They almost got a nice full hold there. That could have been pretty well if they got it off, but it wasn't meant. You know, at the end of the day, wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, and now they have to push it to point 2, almost point 3, almost point 2 of and that's an interesting hold coming from them. The Brig might be out of this fight very early for Revamp, and he is Analog Kid going down. Swift getting the pick onto the Lucio, but that's not going to really matter in the long run for the side of TomWorld, and the Ghost Rider getting a pick onto the VMAX. Ghost Rider, the bloodthirsty support. He's rocking the NYXL skin. He's playing like Jonak, and he's going to get another pick as well. And Swift going down and taking Kaz with him in the end, but that's not gonna be good for the long fight for Revamp.
Yeah, I mean, really good play there by Ghost Rider. He's bloodthirsty on the Zenyatta, and then towards the end, Swift charges off the map, which I guess it was both at the same time a reset and taking care of the enemy main tank.
Yeah, and there goes. We're going into the next fight. Swift having his Earth Shatter online. USC Infinite getting the pick, and that's a big slam coming out from Swift again. He's been cracked with the slams. Both Reinhardts have been really good with the slams today. And it's gonna be Revamp stabilizing and holding their defense of .1 of Route 66.
Good hold there, and also Baby Diva jumps off the map. The way all good fights should end. So it's
Yeah, and now let's look at the ultimates for the side of TomWorld. They've got to win this fight realistically, but they do have triple support ultimates online for Revamp, and they all defensive ultimates in the end. And so they're going to preemptively rally. Both sides are going to rally to get that armor up. And now here comes the grab coming out from Kai. Analog Kid getting the pick onto the Lucio. And Kyle Gunner getting out demeched by Jinx. And now they didn't have to use many. They didn't commit many ultimates to that fight. Besides, oh, they did. They used 2 support ultimates, Chububba.
they use 2 support ultimates. You know, that's 2 out of 3. I don't know. I think a lot of ults here coming out.
No, and Jinx again! Just the hungriest diva I've ever seen, getting another eat onto Ryuku's grab, and it's gonna be another hold coming in for the side of Revamp, and it's looking more and more likely that they're going to be taking this map, and they're going to bring it to a 5th map and the deciding map of the series, most likely.
Yeah, Jinx really making a name for himself right now. It's 3 grabs eaten on the match. It could be 4.
It's got to be more than that. I feel like it's at least 4, but. And now look, and they have the ultimates to hold it. They almost have rally up again. They have the big ultimate. They have the grab bomb combo out for the side of Revamp as well. And unless someone goes down early, and they're not going to, it's gonna be no one getting any picks as Swift going down. That's not good for the side of Revamp. As Kaz Nebula getting him out of the fight, but Lamau Zedong gonna follow up onto Kaz in the end. But it's gonna be TomWorld winning this fight. Ghost Rider and Ryuku getting the kills needed.
Yeah, just Swift in the back line, like nowhere to be seen inside of the beginning of that fight. And he gets a decent slam on Kaz and Nebula. But he just stands right back up and hits him with a fire strike.
Yeah, and now it's looking more in the favor of TomWorld. They have the better ult economy right now, and a Ghost Rider. Oh my goodness, he gets the huge pick onto his counterpart Zenyatta Infinite going down when he had the Transcendence ready to go, and here comes the Diva, the self-destruct out from Kyle Gunner. The big slam coming out from Kaz. And it's looking a little more and more like this is going to be TomWorld's game. It's, in the end, it's Tom's world, and we're just living in it, Chububba.
You know, huge combos coming in here right now. The Kyle Gunner forcing out the beat. This, as long as they can make something, as long as they can make a stall happen right now. Sorry, not make the stall happen right now.
Yeah, but
find something. It's Tom's world.
Yeah, and there goes the Transcendence out early for Kaz getting the early pick onto the and then Kaz swinging their flail and hammer around, and it's gonna be Tom's world. Not Tom's world. Tom's world. TomWorld taking this series 3-1 and stamping their ticket to the semifinals of this GOATS tournament.
Amazing play all around. The bloodthirsty support of Ghost Rider. It's the talking point of this last map. It seems like he's the lifeblood of the team. Got an early pick on USC Infinite on streets and catapulted them into the position where they are right now.
Look at that. Look at that transcendence healing, bro.
Oof.
7,000 transcendence healing, 11, almost 12k healing done overall. Oh my goodness! Wow,
Monster.
that's just some clinical Zenyatta play from Ghost Rider. And now it's just like we said. It's now TomWorld going in onto the getting they're getting into the next round of the Goats tournament, and they're going to be playing. Let me see here. I have I have the bracket, I think, updated for this. I do indeed. They're going to be playing C4 Tier 4 in the semifinals to get into the finals for this Goats tournament. And it's going to be a really interesting game to see if TomWorld plays like this. If TomWorld indeed plays like this, I think we could see an upset coming from the side of TomWorld. What do you think about that, Chububba?
Yeah, it was just really clinical work here by Tom World, showing up showing up whenever it happened, and yeah, just great play all around.
Yeah, and I think that's really all we really need to say. But everyone's probably waiting for it. We've gotta pick our MVPs of the match, and you should go first. Your first MVP pick on the CGL on a CGL broadcast, Chububba.
It had to be the bloodthirsty. Actually, I'm gonna go with Kaz Nebula. He kind of like the first two maps, he'd be a sleeper pick, but I didn't see the man miss it, like get a shatter block too many times. And when it came through at the end, yes, he slowed down a lot. But the first two maps, he was a monster. Now you're gonna disagree, and you're gonna say the bloodthirsty support,
I
and that
am
would be
I am indeed going to say that. Ghost Rider was just incredible. You can't knock the guy, and you gotta give it to him. Ghost Rider was just incredible there, and especially in that last map, switching over to the Zen and just dinking heads over and over again, and leading to many team fight wins on Route 66, and not just the Zenyatta pick. It was the Ana was also very clinical in the earlier maps as well. His anti-nades were incredible and also led to team fight wins for TomWorld in the end. And I think that's got to be my map. That's got to be my MVP choice for the side for this matchup.
I think a good, honorable mention would be Jinx. Didn't
Oh,
let it grab through that he could have
yeah,
stopped it. Really impressive
100%.
diva.
If Revamp took that series, it was going to be Jinx on Jinx getting MVP. He did not want to lose that, and it was it was just very obvious from how he was playing in this series. But I think that's really about it. We don't have much more to say about this game as um, what we said. TomWorld taking the series 3-1. Now they're gonna go into the semifinals and their matchup against C4 Tier 4. Do you have anything to say about this? Anything else to say, Chububba?
Look out C4. Tom World has the Zenyatta play.
They
Maybe run an Ana.
they definitely do. Their flex support is incredibly nutty. And with that closing remark, I'm Ben Joker's Ransom. He's been Chububba, and we've been casting in the CGL Goats tournament. And be on the lookout for an announcement coming eventually for the next multi-tier tournament. I won't say anything because I don't know anything, but be on the lookout if you want to join a tournament from CGL. Join the Discord. It is let me just I think it's Council Overwatch. Just type in Council Overwatch on your into your Discord browser or add server in, you can most likely join the server. But that's it. That's done. He's been Chububba. I've been Joker's Ransom, and this was the Goats Cast for CGL. Peace out and goodbye.